reasons why you should never date or marry a woman from a family that dislikes you, that does not like you. You know they don't like you. Maybe they said it, oh, they don't like your people where you come from. They don't like you because you don't have money. They don't like you for one reason or the other. They dislike you. They've shown you. They've told you. End that relationship. If not, you're going to really regret it. Especially if the person you're dealing with, that's the woman, she no too get sense. Life could tire you. You will regret you ever made that decision. This is spell solution. Number one reason is you will always be used in that relationship. This lady will always feel she did you a favor for going against her family for you. That's why I said, especially if she doesn't have sense. Because in most cases like this, 90% of women know they too get sense when it comes to situations like this, because those things they told them will stick to them. Most times they will act on those things without even considering how you feel or how their actions is going to hurt you, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Because in this very relationship, you should always play the card of the victim who is always doing you a favor. Most time, everything you will say to her, she will always want to use it against you. Most time, you will always swallow your words. You will always swallow. You don't want to talk. Most times, you will be forced to even want to maybe, oh, let me let her go. Let me stay. Most times, you'll be forced to even want to ask her not to associate with her family again, because you are scared if she goes there, what they'll be saying to her. Because for you, you want to make sure you're a perfect man to her. You become a good man that you came out from the blue. You accept everything and anything without questioning them, because if you make mention, if you talk, she will say, oh, they said I should not get married to you, and I made the mistake of getting married to you. Oh, this is what I get. This is, even when she's wrong, most times she will find it very difficult to apologize. You will need to go back to her to apologize to her in order to prove yourself, in order to prove to her family that you're not a bad person. Then the second reason is you will never have a voice in that relationship or marriage. You will never have standard, you will never have value, and you will never have boundaries, because any boundary you set, she can break it at any time, at will, without remorse, without considering you. Because most times, as they know to get sense, they don't have mental maturity. They are not smart mentally to know that most times their attitude can really hurt you. They will not care. They will always be selfish. It's always about themselves. And when you cannot set boundaries, it means that this woman will get away with almost everything, even including insulting and disrespecting you. Most times she can even talk to your parents anyhow, your siblings anyhow. You will be between the devil and the WC, because you don't know who to take their side. And most times when you say, oh, let me do it, she can't do this, she can't do that, you will always feel you've already hurt somebody. And most times people will want to play the record for you. Is it not this same lady that her family said you should not have anything to do with her? They don't like you. She still accepted you. It will always be played to you as if this lady did you so much favor being in your life. Most times, your authority will be taken away in this relationship, because you want to do everything and anything to keep her. Yes, there are women who will disobey their parents because they really know what they want and they have sense. Things will work with both of you very perfectly, because with time, their family will get to know that you're a good person. You don't need to prove anything to them. She will tell them herself, because the both of you are living in peace. But for a lady who do not really have sense, you see that peace, you're not going to get it. But they will still blame you, because she knows you're trying everything possible to prove your worth to her people. So she will make it very, very difficult for you. Then the third one is this lady can misbehave. You don't have anybody to run to report her to. Now just you and her. So anybody you take her to, she will always play the record. Oh, my family says they are not good people. My family says this. Even when she wants things that maybe you can't afford, she will always use it. After all, that is why my family said I should not marry you. I should not do this thing. You say something. She say that is why my family said, and you will always keep quiet. When you are being advised, they will say, her family told you that told her she should not marry you. She married you. Just manage her. You will see many people will come up with this very advice without really minding what you're going through or what you're facing. And this is where you see start regretting every action you took. If you had known, you wouldn't have. If I had known, and had I known is always the last regret of woe. So do not fall this victim. If the woman not to get sense, in fact, if her family dislike you from the onset, just end things with her. Let everybody find people their family will like, especially if the girl not to get sense. Then another one is when this lady in question, when she's always maybe talking to you down, talking negative, is always going to be always affecting you. You will feel you're worthless, you're not good, you can't even lead her well because she's that kind of person who always will talk you down, who always will bring you down. Most time you always want to end everything in argument. And thereby this relationship will still go back to them and they will say, we told you. And most times, because she know to get sense, many people will make decisions for you that you yourself, within yourself, these decisions are not good for you, but you're going to accept them. So that is the danger. When they don't like you, you're forcing yourself to be liked, to prove yourself that you can be liked. If they don't like you, quietly, gently remove yourself. This is Spell Solution. Who have ever experienced something like this? How did it turn out to be? How did it end? Share your thought in the comment section so others can learn from you. Maybe when I bring up topics like this, many men will feel, oh, she's just joking, she's just blabbing. There is nothing like that. So if you share your experience, they know something like this is happening. They know when to remove themselves and when to continue. So when marriage is for two families, not just for you and your partner. So have this at the back of your mind. Have you followed my page? Have you subscribed to my channel? Do well to subscribe. Follow my page for more videos like this. Thank you. Don't forget to share.